Camera number 315 of 365, and it's the turn of the Olympus OM2n. It does have a mechanical shutter speed of around about either 90th or 100, something like that, but does require batteries to benefit fully from the camera's operations. So we put the two LR44 batteries with positive terminal coming out of the camera, so the negative goes in, and they're housed in that. But you can see also there's provision to have a motor wind and our tripod mount. So we have on the front of our camera here, the lenses takes obviously the Olympus mount lens, and they're removed by pressing the two buttons on the side here. This particular lens is the Zucchio Auto S 1.4, and then we have our shutter speeds around the collar of the lens mount, and then we can select those when the camera is on. 1 second, and then all the way up to 1,000th of a second. Okay, and then we have our self-timer button or lever. I've wound that on. There we go. Have a port for a flash synchronization there on the right hand side. Okay, so let's just put the lens back on. Okay, and then the little lever here at the top, where we turn it, has R, which means we can rewind our film. So it disengages the film advance, and then we can rewind our film back into our canister. We take our film out by pulling on the lens thing. Now you notice I have that famous black tape. It's because I'm not sure of the integrity of the light seals around that door, so that's why I've put some tape. But there we go, we can see the innards. You can see what's actually happened here. It's actually had an impact at some stage, so it's not actually sitting correctly. I have tried to change it, but it doesn't work. But that'd be the reason why it doesn't sit properly. So hence the reason why I have to use the tape. But the camera works, and it's a very nice camera, I must say. When it in the hand, it's very reassuring, predominantly sort of metal. So we have our film advance, our shutter button, we have exposure compensation, we have our film speed, which we lift up and rotate. We just turn for compensation, and then we have two modes. Manual mode, which is really the only mode that this camera works on. Looking through the viewfinder, you get a matched needle. You have an up arrow, down arrow, and basically you make sure that the arrow is in the middle. However, if we had a fully working OM2, when we put it to auto, that display changes, and you have actually the shutter speeds. And so when you change your aperture, the camera responds by choosing the aperture, the shutter speed. Okay, but sadly this doesn't work. So neither does the button to check the battery, which would light up here. So quite a number of the functions don't work at all. But as I say, I've used the camera in the past and it's worked okay. So I'm hoping it will work for this project. And you can insert a hot shoe or cold shoe here. Hot shoe, wouldn't it be? But again, this doesn't have it. So there we go. That's pretty much it, the OM2n, and that is camera number 315 of 365.